Basically, what we were able to present in court to our judge is that the defendants, the perpetrators, the criminals who destroyed Greenwood created a public nuisance, and the nuisance is ongoing. That was what we were talking about. That was the focus of the hearing, and that's what we believe we have shown. Now, with a motion to dismiss, all we have to show is make these allegations that this actually occurred, and we're asking the court to give us the opportunity to move forward, to get discovery, so we can prove the allegations that we have made. Next slide. To be clear, so everyone understands, a public nuisance, this is the statute. So if you ever want to look at it yourself, statute is another word for law, 50 OS Section 1. A nuisance consists in unlawfully doing an act or omitting to perform a duty that either annoys, injures, or endangers the comfort, health, safety of others. I'm not going to read the whole statute. You see it right here. But if you believe that a public nuisance was created when the criminals, the defendants, destroyed Greenwood, when they arrested our people, when they killed our people, when they put us in concentration camps and made us work for free with badges on our chest, when they wouldn't allow us to rebuild, when they wouldn't pave the roads in Greenwood, when they wouldn't provide proper services to Greenwood, when they created urban renewal specifically in Tulsa to go through the Black communities to destroy Greenwood and continue to take our land to this very day. If you believe that that is a nuisance that continues today, just put justice for Greenwood in your comment section. Justice for Greenwood in your comment section. This is what we're talking about when we're talking about a public nuisance. This is a law that has been used here in Oklahoma for over 100 years. It is a law that the defendants, the city and the state of Oklahoma themselves, are utilizing to this very day for opioid litigation. Next slide. What's really important about the public nuisance law and why I'm so excited about our opportunity. Obviously, I'm not the judge. We don't know what she's going to decide. But I feel very good about our position because the law, we believe, is very, very clear. And when a nuisance is ongoing, meaning it's still happening, meaning it's still causing a problem, meaning it's still causing an impact, a negative impact, that nuisance does not have a statute of limitation. In other words, we can bring this lawsuit because the nuisance is ongoing. This is well understood in Oklahoma. It specifically is in the law itself. It's at 50 OS number 7, but it's also in one of the oldest cases regarding a public nuisance, which this case we talked about in the court, which was decided 110 years ago in 1911, the Rev. V. Hunt case. I'm not going to get into the weeds. I just want you all to know there's no statute of limitation if the nuisance is ongoing. Next slide. We were able to show in our petition, in our documents, and also during our presentation, a timeline of showing all the ways that the nuisance, when it started and how it continues. Obviously, we know before the massacre, Greenwood was the Black Wall Street of America. It had the largest Black-owned hotel in America. It had the #1 place to go and have entertainment in America with the Williams Dreamland Theater. It had the top first African-American newspaper with a national circulation and a Tulsa Star. We had the most prominent, well-known Black doctor in the nation with Dr. A.C. Jackson. People were living in their homes. People were enjoying themselves before the massacre. Then the massacre happens on May 31st. That created the nuisance. And then the nuisance created through the 20s, through the 30s, through the 40s, through the 50s, through the 60s. Next slide. We also were able to show through the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and 90s and to today that the nuisance is ongoing. So that is our argument. If the nuisance is ongoing, then there is no statute of limitation. We should be able to move forward. If you believe that the nuisance is ongoing, that was started first in 1921, but has continued each year since then, 100 years of continued harm, hashtag justice for Greenwood, hashtag justice for Greenwood. Next slide. Oh, I think I'm out of slides because that's not my slide. I think that's DJ's slide. So I'm just going to say this and let DJ take this back over. We don't know when our judge will actually make a determination. We had 6 hours of argument. There's been hundreds and hundreds of pages of documents provided to the court. We feel good about our arguments. We feel good about the performance that we had. We feel good that we should be able to move forward for the first time in history. And we're just going to wait for the judge to make her decision. And as soon as we get that decision, we will let you know what our next steps are. So DJ, I'm going to let you take it from there, buddy. I appreciate you.
Got you. Right back at you. So thanks.